Welcome to episode 6 of our grand motorbike tour of Thailand, 2,400 kilometres on our modified Royal Enfield Meteor 650, filled with unforgettable moments. But today, the journey takes an unexpected turn. Stay tuned as we explore stunning waterfalls, savour the best Thai food by the river, and share the surprising twist that brings this adventure to an abrupt end. Yesterday morning, we left the bustling metropolis of Bangkok and headed north to explore the ancient wonders of Ayutthaya. After leaving the city, we avoided the busy Highway 32, choosing the quieter Road 11 toward Tak Fa. Along the way, we followed the signs to the Tak Fa Homestay, and for just 500 baht, we found ourselves in a private chalet. While it wasn't anything special, it gave us a quiet place to rest before the next leg of our journey. And for 500 baht, we get a balcony, we get a carport or a motorbike port, and hello Mrs. T, and a bedroom for 500 baht. Air conditioner, big king bed, and table, kettle, toilet, shower room. So yeah, it's not bad for 500 baht, is it? Not really. And it's peaceful here. And the good thing is, we're not going to get wet bottom in the morning, Mrs. T, are we? And off they slide. How easy is that? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and the beauty is 2 bags turn into 1 for carrying. So we arrived here last night before night time, right? We arrived at about 4:30 p.m. and I just followed the signs for the homestay all the way in. But at 1:30 this morning, a group of motorbikes came in, right? Woke us up, 3 of them further down. But it's okay, right? For 500 baht, it's not too bad.
Yes.
When I interviewed you last time on our Sahara seats review, you really found a pain on the back of your legs.
Yeah.
And I gave you the choice for our long travel, what seats would you like me to put on? So first of all, the original Royal Enfield Finn seat. Would you have been able to do the trip with that seat?
No.
The touring seat is the one you chose in that interview that I did with you then. The really, really big question is, on our tour in October, when we're going to do a long distance travel, which seat would you like Teacher T to put on the bike?
Have to be touring seat.
Have to be the touring seat. Naughty Teacher T didn't put the touring seat on for you, because when I sat on your seat, I couldn't believe how comfortable it was. And I just was trying to figure out what was causing the pain on the back of your legs, and then I realised it was the friction of the engine shaking, causing that seat to shake, because it had no rubber pads at all on top of the Royal Enfield backrest, which is what led me to buy the Bology backrest, which is coming very handy because it's got a backrest for our waterproofs. And Bology made that especially for me because they were out of stock of a backrest and normal seat rest. And now they're saying that they're going to make a new product with a detachable rack on the back, an easily detachable rack on the back. So that might be a new video in the future if they send that to me. Yeah, and everything's working well, right? Everything's working well. People are questioning if I've still got the belt drive on. Yes, I've still got the belt drive on. The saddlebags are performing very well. The Trip Machine saddlebags are performing very well. The tank bag is looking after my YouTube equipment very well. And the Trip Machine phone case is something I thought I wouldn't use, but I've ended up using it now, right? Because it's easier to charge the phone when it's on the bag. My body is keeping it in shadow from the sun. We're on our way back up to the north of Thailand again now, so we're a third way up. Is that right?
Yes.
I think we've got about 2/3 to go.
I think so.
So maybe two more nights, right, to travel up. The next stop is going to be
Phitsanulok.
That's what, yeah, Phitsanulok. Okay, we're going to stop there because there's a waterfall there which is recommended to see, so we're going to stop and see that. Have you seen that waterfall before?
I'm not really sure. I don't think so.
You don't think so? And from there on, we're going to head in the direction of Nan, and I'm planning to stop at Puchi Fa Mountain so we can be there early in the morning to witness the sun rise above the clouds, which is also a very awesome thing to see. So that's the plan, Mrs. T. 2 more days travelling on the bike. How is your derriere? Is it okay?
It should be okay.
But is it okay?
It is very okay.
Yeah, it is very okay. My derriere is very okay also, even though we do get the wet bum after it rains.
Yes.
But for comfort-wise, normally after I ride a bike this long, the next day you sit on the bike, it's like riding a bicycle. You feel that pain.
Yeah.
I don't get it at all. Actually, it's quite the opposite. It's like, it's kind of a nice
Same
feeling.
as me, yeah. I'm not feeling hurt my back, my ass, my leg. It's so good.
Yeah, it's very
Normally,
good,
only 3 hours.
right? Yeah.
I want you to stop every 1 hour for it. Because it's too hard to
But
sit
here we've
that
been
long.
travelling for 2.5 hours each time, right? It's okay.
And yeah, too many days now.
So all is good.
Very good.
Our Sahara seats, added with a bit of gel underneath, have been the true saviour of this trip. The added cushioning has made a world of difference, reducing vibrations and providing unmatched comfort. Long hours on the road have never felt so smooth. And now for a funny story. When we arrived yesterday at the Tak Fa Homestay, we were greeted by the owner with an unexpected question. Would you like to rent the room by the hour? Mrs. T couldn't help but laugh. We've been married for 20 years. Those days are well behind us. But as it turns out, there's a nearby karaoke bar where you can meet someone, and if you hit it off, you can book private singing lessons by the hour. Who knew? It's time to hit the road again. Today we're heading north on road number 11, making our way towards the historic city of Phitsanulok. With miles of open road ahead, adventure is calling.
So this is very interesting. This is all sugar cane. This is how you get your sugar. It's very fertile in this area, very fertile. Road number 11, we don't have to do anything. Straight on, 171.9 kilometers. I don't have to think about anything, do anything, just straight on. Apart from avoiding these lorries. Electric car charging. Right, disconnect the phone. Carry the tank bag. It's very practical. Cafe Amazon, yes please. Teacher T needs a coffee.
and cheese. Okay. Yay. Thank you. 2 days ago, on my birthday, on the exact day, I reached 4,000 subscribers. It was the best birthday present ever. Thank you so much for subscribing to Teacher T. That's one noisy big bike behind me. I'll turn my engine off. See, it's not me. I couldn't drive a bike, I couldn't ride a bike like that. He'll pass me in a minute just to show off how much power he's got. He's just jumped the lights. Yes, we do. Lotus Go Fresh. That's not looking too bad for nearly 2,000 kilometers, actually. Haven't washed the bike since we started. Normally I get it 10 times more dirty than that doing 200 kilometers. So yeah, it's looking okay, everything's looking okay. And here you're going to witness children riding a motorbike with no helmet, no insurance, underage and no license. It's a common factor in Thailand and it's totally unpoliced. I don't understand. Take care children, take care.
Have to take your shoe off. พี่ขอเป็นต้มยำกุ้งค่ะเผ็ดน้อยนะคะแล้วก็เป็นผัดผักรวมกุ้งค่ะแล้วก็ข้าวเปล่าที่เดียวค่ะ
It's still bubbling away because there's a flame underneath it, right? It's still cooking.
Yes.
What's it called?
ต้มยำกุ้ง
Tom yam gung. Gung is the word for prawn, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
And what's this one?
ลาหวาน stir fry veggie with prawn.
Stir-fried vegetables with prawn. Okay, very good. Eating on a raft on the river. And it is cool. It definitely cooled me down. We've had such a hot day today, Pat, right? It's been unbelievably hot. And we've not even seen the waterfall yet. We came here to see it.
No, we not see it.
We just got tempted away by this raft.
But here it's nice to sitting.
Yeah. So the first problem we have is sitting. I can't sit like you. I have to sit on my knees. My legs are too old to be flexible like that. But I'm going to give the soup a quick test. We did ask for not spicy, right?
Yes.
We said my pet. My pet means not spicy. Oh my god. That is beyond maximum for me.
Yeah, we already asked.
Always ask for not spicy, and that is ultra battery acid spicy. Oh my god. But it's a very good taste. It is a very good
Nice.
taste. Right, we've sussed it. I've got my legs under the table and I'm sat on 3 cushions. So, normally tom yam gung is little prawns. I can pull the tails off. I can eat them no problem.
Yeah, that one is the sea prawn.
The sea prawn, I can
Yeah.
eat that no problem. This one,
It's the river.
the river prawn,
Yes.
it's absolutely huge and looks like an octopus with an eye there. So I'm definitely not going to eat the head. I'm definitely not going to eat the tail. And I have no idea what to do because I'm totally uneducated about these things. So please, Mrs. T, could you help me? What should I do?
The head, they are really delicious too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, but you just take the shell.
So it's
Off.
just pull the head off.
Yeah, pull the head off, and then just take the orange shell out.
Can you do it for the camera? Camera's up there. Take the orange shell out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take it out, and then gonna eat inside only, and pull the tail out also. And ta-da!
All that work and all that is wasted, or you would eat that normally?
I do eat that. That is
I see you've already done one here for me as well.
delicious one.
So, a little bit of soup, which is very spicy.
Even we ask for no spicy.
I know. It's very good though, no? It's very good food.
Good taste.
Good taste, yeah. Fire. They say the older you get, the more spicy you can take, the more spicy you can tolerate. I was 56 2 days ago. I cannot eat any spicy any more than I could 20 years ago.
Yeah,
I just cannot.
I don't think it's the more you old, the more you can take spicy. Look like my dad.
Mhm.
When he young, he eats so spicy, and now he cannot take spicy.
Oh, really?
Before every meal when we cook, we use about 10 or 15 chili
Yes.
for one cook.
Yes.
Now he only use 2 or 3 days.
And how old is your dad now? We think he's about 92, 93?
92.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, and he cannot take spicy when he older.
How is the taste, Mrs. T, for Thai food? Out of 10?
Yeah, I say 10 out of 10. It's very good taste for me.
10 out of 10, yeah, it is. It's really good.
Good taste, good food. Nice.
Happy girl today, then.
It's very.
Danger deep water, not danger water deep. Well, I've lost Mrs. T. I don't know where she's gone. She's gone to the waterfall without me. We came here quickly just for a quick shot of the waterfall and be gone again. 2.5 hours later, we're still here and we haven't even seen the waterfall yet. We got lured by the food, but my goodness, that was just such delicious food. Okay, now we're beginning to see signs of a waterfall. Ah, there you are, you naughty girl. I lost you. You wanted to see the waterfall before me, didn't you? It's a little mini Niagara Falls, Pat. So, why do Thai people love water so much?
Because it's hot country. Every day is hot. It's nice to play with the water. Keep you cool down.
Fair enough, fair enough. And every Songkran, the families play with water, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Which is, what date is that? April?
That April 13 to 15.
April 13 to 15, Songkran. Okay, so another hour on the bike, think you can manage that?
Yes. We have to.
We can
Maybe
not
1 hour, 2 hours, just let on what
Should we go for a swim in the river first?
What?
To cool off?
No, I not want to wet ass.
It's so hot today.
It
So hot
is
today.
very hot.
We haven't had a wet ass from normal riding, right? So even though we're sweating, the wetness is not from sweat, it's just from the rain.
Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to try that. I'm going to try that later on. Let's put some dubbing on the seats. On my seat, see if I stay dry and you don't.
Yeah. Try your first.
Yeah,
But
see if I
should
get...
you try me first?
No, I'll try mine first. And then, because then that means if I get a dirty ass, it's okay, it's just me. Or
Okay.
unless you want a dirty ass.
No, you try first.
Little did we know it would take us over 3 hours of riding to find accommodation for the night. Determined to avoid the busy Road 11, we chose quieter roads 2036, 4028 and 1143 to reach a homestay in Uttaradit. The journey took us through winding countryside with each mile offering breathtaking views. We rode through a glorious sunset, the sky painted in fiery hues until nightfall finally embraced us. Wow, that's huge. Well, luckily we missed the rain. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off the road from the rain. That's how hot the tarmac is, and it's just steamed the rain straight away. We're lucky that we missed it. Still haven't found anywhere to stay for the night. Oh. Really? Really? Okay. It's very beautiful, Pat. Really nice.
Your destination is on the left.
And again, we get our own little private garage right next to our accommodation. After a long ride, we had a great night's sleep in a surprisingly comfortable bed, just what we needed after the day's journey. But little did we know this would be our final day on the road. Why? Well, stay tuned. We will reveal the reason very soon. Good morning, Royal Enfield. So it's time to fit the saddlebags once again. How easy is that? Dubbing. I've got a cloth, I've got some dubbing. I actually brought this with me for applying to the Trip Machine saddlebags to keep them waterproof. So I did bring some with me. Someone has suggested that I should rub that into the saddles to stop the rain penetrating the stitching on the saddles. So we'll give it a try. Either I'm going to get a dry bum or I'm going to get a dirty bum, one of the two. So I've got some dubbing, it's like an oily wax, and I'm just going to rub it into the stitching lines. And someone has suggested that this will stop the water. I don't think it's real leather, it's a leather substitute, but it's just the stitching we want the wax to go into. Because today we're going to travel up to the mountains, and the likelihood that it's going to rain up there is 50% more than not. So we'll give it a go. I'm not going to do Mrs. T's seat today. We're just going to do an experiment between the two. Either I'm going to get a dry butt or I'm going to get a dirty butt. One of the two. It's just the stitching more than anything, but it gives it a nice sheen. It does give the seat a nice sheen. So maybe it needed doing anyway. And just to show you the Trip Machine bags, this is what I bought it for really. That's what I bought it for really, is to keep the saddlebags waterproof, because the sun here in Thailand is quite savage and it does dry them out. So just a quick wax now and again, it's no hardship to do, and it keeps everything supple and waterproof. So that's why I brought it with me on this trip. I didn't intend on rubbing it into the saddles, but we'll give it a go. It does clean the seat nicely as well, actually. Makes it look nice and clean. Wow, one waxy, shiny, glossy seat. So we head north once again. The roads are becoming more picturesque, the air cooler, and the ride more invigorating. Along the way we stopped at a major viewpoint for some food, but sadly, compared to yesterday's feast, this meal barely scraped 2 out of 10. Now we have to cross a 3-lane road on both sides.
on a blind corner. Only in Thailand.
Head east towards Route 11, then continue straight onto Route 11.
Oh wow, no traffic. Amazing. We did it.
Head southwest on Route 11.
By the time we arrived in Phrae and found what seemed to be the town's only coffee shop, I received unexpected news. News that would cut our trip short by an entire day. Today is Thursday, and my school, in their infinite wisdom, decided to reopen early on Friday.
Obviously, we sandwich.
Oh, tiramisu.
Want it?
Yeah, we try it.
Okay.
Home sweet home, a lot earlier than planned. We can thank school for that. Who wants to start school on a Friday? No one, not even the kids. Anyway, everything has handled and worked as it should. The Sahara seats have been very comfortable, even for Mrs. T. The saddlebags, his and her saddlebags, just enough room to survive. We've been on the road for 9 days away from home, and that's coped very well. Even the auto engineer sidebars, I haven't had to tighten anything up. Everything's worked correctly. And people have been questioning, am I still on the chain drive? Am I still on the belt drive? Yes, I am. It's still there, look. So I'm going to weigh everything in a minute just to find out what kind of weight I took with me on this trip. I think we've averaged at 26 kilometers per litre, bearing in mind all that extra weight, a pillion, and going up and down mountains. So 26 kilometers per litre, it's been okay really. And what I've discovered is the fuel down south is a lot cheaper than it is up north. Obviously we're paying for transportation costs to get it here. So a lot cheaper to fill up and down at the south of Thailand. But the bike's not looking too dirty actually for all that distance. Those floods in Bangkok, on the way to Bangkok, that was terrible. Really stinky water we drove through there. Right, my saddlebag is coming in at 6.5 kilograms. Okay, not too bad. Mrs. T saddlebag feels a lot lighter, 5.5 kilograms. That's because I'm carrying things like rechargeable air pumps and tyre fixing kits, just in case. 6.5 and 5.5 is 12 kilograms for the saddlebags. Which is waterproofs and something else, which makes it 5.5 kilograms. I think 3 kilograms of that is my chain and sprocket set. Yes, I carried my chain and sprocket set with me because I think I was a pioneer, a helping hand in developing that belt drive system. The bike was definitely the first bike, the first Royal Enfield Meteor to have a belt drive fitted ever, with the pre-production one and trialled. And what have we done now? I think I've done 7,000 kilometers now on the belt drive. I just didn't want to get stuck down in the south of Thailand. I took my chain and sprockets just as a precaution. Yeah, I've always been taught to have an action plan, a what if, just in case something happens. That was an extra 3 kilos that I didn't have to carry. I don't think I will in the future. It's proven itself now to me, this belt drive is fine, everything's fine. And especially when I saw the Indian motorcycles, right? When I see Indian motorcycles using the same belt, and those torques on those bikes are much more than the Meteor. If an Indian V-twin can handle a Gates polycarbonate GT belt, then so can the Meteor, no problems. 6.5 kilograms, right? 6.5 kilograms with this. And then my tank bag, which some equipment is now missing because I'm recording on it. I would say that would have been 2 kilograms in the tank bag. So, a fair bit of weight in total. So the only thing we didn't get to do was the rain test on these Sahara seats between the two. So I'm just going to get them wet with my soaker. Well, you can see the difference already. This one is soaking in the water. This one's repelling the water. So there's definitely a difference between the two. Who would have believed? Yeah, that's definitely soaked into the seat. So we'll try sitting on that in a minute. And then I'll dry this one off with a cloth. I'll dry them both off with a cloth and then sit on them bit by bit. Yeah, look at that. So first of all, sit on the one that's been treated with dubbing. I've just dried it off. I've dried them both off with a microfiber cloth. So normally, Mrs. T, we get soaked, we get wetty bot, right? After we sit, after the seats have got wet. Actually, I can feel a little bit wet. Maybe I didn't treat the sides. But anyway, how does my bot look? How does my bot look sitting on one with dubbing? How does it look? You can speak. What do you mean no? It's wet?
Not wet.
It's not wet?
Not wet.
Okay. So now I'm going to sit on your seat. See if I get wet. That's a very comfy seat, you know. Isn't it? Actually, it's quite a comfortable seat, that. 2,400 kilometers you did on this. Okay, let's just see how that looks. Wetty bot or not?
Can see the line of the seat, but still not wet.
Still not wet. Okay, so obviously I didn't soak them long enough. But I got a feeling that dubbing, that was only one application of dubbing. I reckon if I do 2 or 3 coats over a period of time, I got a feeling that's going to work, you know. So whoever suggested that, thank you for that. I think that's a good top tip.